Here, who's going to hold it and who's going to? You can. No, we want some interaction too, right?
Yeah.
So, first maybe I'll focus on you. If you ask question, I'll come and give this one to you, so you can focus on me and you can answer questions. So okay,
Or
who's the
I
first
can become, since I'm at this corner, I can focus on the person who's asking the question and then focus on you when you answer.
Okay, sure. But if they ask question, you will have to welcome people.
Yeah.
Who see Akula join. Hi Akula. So you have to interact.
Yeah, definitely.
The more interact, you can interrupt me too. Okay. All right.
Okay, we are live?
Yes.
Okay. So, hi people, viewers. We are here in Web Marketing Academy in Bangalore. We learn here about digital marketing. Today we got some free time and we have the...
And it's raining out.
Yeah, it's raining very heavily. So we have the opportunity of talking directly to Suresh, who would be addressing our questions. It can be anything, so we will not leave him today. And of course, if you have any questions, you can also come up with, we will target him.
So thank you. Anybody's interested, please ask me question too. Even the audience who's.
Cool. So Hi, this is me. And I have the first question to Suresh, which is, did he ever use black hat practices ever, since he has been in this industry for a very long time? So I want to know, of course, we don't do black hat practices. We don't learn about them here in Web Marketing Academy, but we would like to know if he has ever done that and how to not get tempted by black hat practices.
Okay, good, thank you. Black hat, see, I would not say that I did a black hat, but without my knowledge, I did certain things. For example, keyword stuffing I was doing, for sure. We stuffed out. And article submission, and when I started off with the blog, I don't know how to write content. I'm not a good content writer. Even now, I'm not a good writer. So when I started, how do we come up with content? And I have to convince my boss, not boss, my project manager, to come up with a blog post. And then he was asking, who's going to write? They said, you have some content writer, why don't you give it? They said, no, we can't do that. So I said, I'll do the content because I want this blog thing to go up. So I'll do the content. And so I used to go to Easy in Articles, the typical way, where we go and take the content and then paste it in there. That one I was doing. What else I was doing? At that time also I was link building. Yes, all those things that I'm talking early in 2003, 2004, 2005, 10 years before, right? Then after attending some of the conferences, I came to know that is not going to work out in the long run. So it's awareness for me also. I was not aware of those things. That time I was doing some of the things like, keyword stuffing, and every single site I get an opportunity, I'll go and submit it. New sites that comes up, and I do those things. So that was what I was doing. But however, I know a lot of people who did black hat, who did crazy things like, they will change they'll have a server, change the server itself, and then they do advanced kind of black hat. Okay. You can't tell that it is a black hat, and then nobody can find out. So I know some of my friends were doing it. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Good.
Anybody else has some questions?
You tell your name and... Yeah.
Hi, this is Manikandan here. I am a student of WMA. Suresh, compared to Facebook and Twitter, which do you think is better for an startup company to advertise?
See, Facebook or Twitter, you're asking for advertisement or organic. There are few things. Overall you're looking at Facebook and Twitter, or you're just asking only the advertisement part?
Advertisement part.
It's a tough question, but I'll say, who's the target audience, in India or abroad?
India.
Okay, India, Facebook.
Facebook.
Because see, Twitter is amazing options they have. Once you go through Twitter advertisement, if you compare it with the Facebook and Twitter, the options are much more in Twitter. The targeting is much more. Like for example, in Facebook, I cannot target people who are watching Friends. In Twitter, you can do that. Physical, I mean, TV, they tied up. I mean, Facebook also got those things, but Twitter has got much more, almost close to, real time. So there's a lot of targeting options that Twitter has got. So if it is India, definitely Facebook.
Facebook. Okay.
So because we all use Facebook. How many of you are active in Facebook? Out of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many?
That's Arjunan.
What? You're not using
I'm a
Facebook.
little.
I deactivated my account.
Okay, but you were active.
Yeah.
So comparatively, Twitter and Facebook, which one you were using?
Facebook.
Simple.
Earlier we were using Facebook.
Okay.
And cost-wise?
Cost-wise, it is cost per click, right? Cost per click, cost per impression, and cost per tweet. Or cost per various options are there. So it depends. But Twitter is expensive.
Twitter is
Expensive. Yes. Okay. Any other questions? Is the audience asking any questions?
Not yet.
Yes, silent.
Yeah, silent.
They are also lazy in rainy day.
Rainy day.
I have a question.
Yeah, that's Arjun.
Which is related to Manikandan's question. You said Facebook is better in India to advertise. Why can't Twitter be a better place in advertising in India? Why only Facebook?
See, the user base is much more in Facebook. It's all at the end of the day how many people are in Facebook, my target audience, where they are, and you go where they are. So most of them are in Facebook. And Twitter, eventually, if we need to understand the statistics a little bit. So if people are using Twitter a lot, then of course Twitter. But right now the activity is much more on Facebook, and Twitter will come. So when that time comes, of course Facebook will have some more targeting options, things like that. So yes.
Okay, I have one more question about this SEO. Do you think everybody should do SEO? I mean, every company who has got a website should do an SEO, or there are certain segments and industries which don't require SEO?
See, if you have a website, you should definitely do SEO. That is, it's simple. It's like you have a book.
Okay, let me rephrase the question. Okay. Do you need to regularly do SEO for a different industry, or for certain industries? When building a website, you do an SEO finish it? Or?
It is an evolving constantly. So now I optimize for digital marketing training, Bangalore. If I want, I leave it there. But I also want scope of digital marketing careers, because that's all accompanying that, right? So I want those kinds of things. So in that case, what I need to constantly create content, come up with content, optimize that content. See, SEO, creating content is one thing, but keeping SEO in mind while creating this thing, that's the best practice. So that you're not only coming up with content. You remember we talked about attracting. The first thing is coming up with the content is a challenge, but before that, how do you get the attention? Okay, this is one way of getting attention, because when they Google and search, they are not aware of our thing. They Google it, and then our video comes in, for example, this thing, and they watch that, right? So we got that attention. To get that attention, you need SEO or maybe advertisement and all these things.
Okay, here I have a small one. Awareness, interest, and action. Now, where do we really start from? Is it start from action and move to awareness, or we start
No,
from awareness?
see, before you plan, see, take simple example, you started off this course. Why did you started off this course? You came to know about digital marketing is new, and you will have to do a lot of things. That is the awareness. You were not aware of digital marketing before. So you came to know, and then you know the advantages. Then you started to research. Those time, I have to bring, I need to let you know that we exist and we are giving this.
Correct.
And then you went to the, interest. I'm interested now. Then also you did the same thing. What you did, you searched for digital marketing training courses, and then you drill down to Bangalore. And then you take a decision, and then that decision will depends upon various.
No, for an industry, when they start in the SEO, when they see the company, they already have a website, and today they plan to do a digital marketing and start with an SEO. Okay. Now, as an SEO expert from my this one, where do I start? I start from the I start look at from first the bottom this one and move on.
No, see, it's what is the objective of the industry?
Objective of the
What of the company?
digital, this one, why they have hired me?
Yes.
Increase sales and traffic.
Okay.
Of course.
So now, even to increase sales, now see, now there is, if somebody comes and hires you, they say next month we need to sell this one 100. This is the product I'm selling. We need to sell 100 of these things. In that case, you are not going to think about awareness and all these things. So I got limited time. How do I advertise? There are a lot of people searching for plastic. I mean, cups, colorful, modern cups. You do, and you go directly advertise. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. So it depends. That's why I asked, what is the goal? What is the time period?
Irrespective of whether customer tells us or not, don't you think, at least I feel that you always do SEO for at least 10% of this one, because you will keep getting, next month is not going to wind up the
By
business.
default, SEO you should do.
By default, irrespective of whether customer
Yes, it
require
is.
or not.
Yeah, I'll give you an example. It is like a book that is somewhere behind. Okay, and you know there is a book, and you search for it, you will find it, but you will have to go in depth, and you see overall on top there is one layer of books.
Okay.
Okay, and there is this book is behind, and in the outline it shows all the other books, which is almost related. But this behind there was a book, and that is much more powerful. You want to show it to them or?
I have to.
So that is an example of, there are a lot of people searching. There are lots of other websites that is there. If you want to bring it in there, you'll have to be in front of them. Otherwise, they do not know.
Right now, what is the penetration? I mean, there are so many websites, I'm sure there's lots and lots of websites. At least 50% they would have done SEO? Or 25% people would have done SEO?
We wish.
No.
But because the awareness itself is not there. Okay, some of them try to do it, some of them hire, some of them don't know that there are certain things that SEO will do. And some of them try, but they're not working because they try the old methodology. So again, you are asking this question because if everybody does, I also want to do it. What is the difference I'm going to make, correct? How I'm going to differentiate from them? They'll also do SEO for it. No, I think I shared this example. What is the difference between us and NIT? NIT has been doing this how long?
Yeah, we have added value, that's what you say.
Right? So these kinds of things that we do, that is the differentiator. And these people, NIT will not give exposure in terms of, I'm not, telling NIT, I'm just giving an example. So one company is doing, so everybody is doing the same thing. So if I want to outstand, I have to do something more. I can do anything, right? So I go this events and all that we do. What is the benefit? So I'm optimizing those things too. That is the differentiator. Now Google will look at that. Okay, everybody say out of this 5 people, everybody is doing the same thing, but this one person is doing something extra. So we'll give importance to this one person.
But again, I was told search engine will not work the same way to everybody. For example, if I log in and I search for a digital marketing, because I've been searching it for past 5 days and I've been clicking WMA site for this one. On the 6th time when I search, the chances of WMA coming up is very high.
That is always there. That is evolving, and Google is trying to make it better for you. Okay, that was always there. But it is not completely. It is not going to change. Now you log in and maybe it gives some preference. Correct? But it is not anywhere. Google never says that based on the clicks your website is going to come up in the ranking. Nowhere did it say in the guidelines. Anywhere you see. That is not a calculation method. Even if they calculate, it would be on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 out of 10. There are other factors. But officially they not announced that we are using ranking clicks as a ranking signal. Nowhere so far. However, based on our experience, based on the things, we see that there is some preference which Google will not tell. Through my experience, I would, even if they give importance, they might give 1 or 2 out of 10.
And see, what do you think? Being in first page and being in fourth page.
That is like in commercial street, you want the first place or you want in the middle of the store. Where do you want? It depends.
Both.
It depends. So it's not necessarily, see, it is like this. You might optimize and bring it first. I might come in and I leave because I do not like the interior. Okay, so it's not necessarily I have to always be on first. I can be on fourth page.
You can be in fourth too and still write traffic.
Of course.
You can still write traffic
Yes.
to the.
Yes.
So
So it's not like every time I click on the first one. It depends upon the title, description, what I see there.
At least around 20 to 30% of people will go to the third or fourth page.
No, or not fourth page. I'm not you. I thought you were telling fourth listing.
No, fourth page and all.
Fourth page. How many times you have went through the fourth page?
So that means what I am trying to tell me is
Yeah, please. We are just chit chatting. That's it.
being on first page or not being, it's as good as not being.
Yes. See, unless I could not find anything in the first page.
Yeah, okay, then too, so maybe you will go to second,
Second, third,
third,
yeah.
max third.
Yeah.
Max is third.
Yeah.
That's why I said
Yeah,
fourth
see,
page.
sometimes I'm doing research, so I keep on going fourth, fifth page too.
That's very rarely. That's what I said, around 10% of time you might get in this one. But otherwise, if you really need it, you need to be in first page. So that should be your objective.
Yes.
Correct?
Thank you. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Your main objective is definitely going to be this one.
Correct.
And SEO is not promising you that. How do you bet on it? I mean, if you're doing it for a time pass and doing it for this one, definitely yes. You will do it. If you get it, you're lucky, and it's like buying a lottery ticket.
See, no. You follow best practices and you do good. You are going to be there. It's not like and of course, nobody can guarantee. Google says even if somebody guarantees, don't go with them. But if I follow, so if you come to me and tell me I want ranking, I will do all my possible ways, and I know what is right. I'll create more content. I will do more videos. I will optimize it, and
though you're not assuring me that you'll be in first, you are telling me that you'll be in first.
Of course, I would not say first. Again,
I'm not talking about first. I'm talking about the first page.
Yeah, so that's what we do.
First page will do for us. Okay.
Yes, of course. But in order to do that, you'll have to do all of these things.
Yeah, correct. I agree. You do all this.
But no, if a client comes to you and then asks you to do SEO, and then if he asks about the, can you guarantee me that I'll be in first page? And then if you say no, he might leave. You might lose business. You might lose business too.
Yes.
So how do you handle that?
Nobody can guarantee. I mean, there are people who guarantee that they might do black hat and they might get penalized. But we are not going to do that. Instead of he coming and getting frustrated after 6 months or 1 year, it's better for me to inform him. This is how the industry works. This is how Google works.
Okay.
So if he goes, fine. I mean, that's the reality, and I don't want to change the reality. Right? That's the world we live in.
Does the traffic also affect him? So, for example, I do PPC and all other and get traffic to my website, and automatically.
No. See, click through. Again, this is click through. Clicking through is a factor. That also will come 1 or 2 out of 10.
1 out of 2.
That too, not PPC. Not BPC. BPC is completely different. I'm talking organic, Facebook organic. Somebody is, there's more momentum.
So that means even if you're very popular in this one, still you feel Google will not bring you in first?
No, it will not. See, we saw how Google doesn't give preference to brands. It's neutral. That's why they penalize BBC.
Now, for example, let's say, this doubt I have. So let's say I do all good things and I've been very good and I feel I should be in number 1. But for some reason I don't find my name in Google's number 1. Can I question Google? Can I tell them why is my
You
number
can
1?
question, but you won't get answers. Because imagine, 80 trillion web pages. right?
No, I have followed all those what they are supposed to
See.
know this one, and I feel
See, you feel, but there might be.
They
Do you
don't-
know all the formulas, for example?
no.
So there would
is
be lot of.
is it not Google's point that they need to answer my question, like, why I am not?
Why Google gives you free
It is
certain
not
things,
free.
and that is it. I am in their house. I'm in their house. They have anything that they want to do.
They don't have obligation to answer my.
No.
This one.
No, see, it is like coming to your
So,
house and I'm
they are
saying.
biased to somebody. Can they be biased to somebody, or they have?
No, that is why they have all these, monopoly. They cannot be monopoly too. And that is why we saw Google cannot advertise for their own product. What they do, they need to outsource it to somebody because they can be biased, right? So they cannot the government, for example, the bodies will not allow them to.
Yeah,
do
but there is no way that I can ask them why mine is not ranking first.
Try,
And, huh?
try.
No, I can, but from your experience, what do you feel?
See, there are some ways that Google will address. That is why Google has given Search Console.
Search console.
That is the webmaster tools that you did.
Yeah, tools is something like which teaches me and tells me where I got wrong.
There is webmaster console, the Search Console. You guys did that one or no?
No,
Not
not
yet.
yet.
So once there is a place where you can go and interact with Google, saying that, see, like for example, I am having technical issues. They try to solve with the tool. Google is providing the tool to try to solve the problem if there is any, and that is where you can also interact. And there are some other forums that Google has kept it where they will come and talk if they see an issue.
But it's not my right to question them. I can't.
You can't sue them in another way. You can, and a lot of people try to.
Actually, it's not my this one. That
Yes.
means Google does not guarantee that when you follow the principle, I mean whatever the
Yeah.
guidelines they give it, and still it
No,
doesn't
no.
guarantee you that you will come up.
Correct.
And so why should I follow?
Don't follow, then you will not be there. You don't be, you want Google result, you want to be in Google, then you follow. If you don't follow, you will not be there. Simple.
That's what. Doesn't entertain man, and it doesn't sound like this one, right?
Yeah. So if you don't follow, you won't be there. Simple.
As it is, see, I would like to bet on a horse which at least gives me 90% chances that I'll be there. But if I bet on a horse which is 50-50,
So you are under the grace of Google.
that's what I don't want to be under the grace of Google.
And that's the fact.
I don't want to be there. If Google
See,
gives me,
then you go to Bing or maybe Facebook.
do they give an,
No. That's how the internet works like this. That is
somebody
how it
who
is.
can say, okay, follow me here. I do these things. I'm going to put you in first place.
Yeah, but those places, maybe a search engine, some random search engine can do it, but nobody is going to go there, right? So, I mean, that's the.
Where do you see the future of digital? This one, for example, I've been hearing, and even Google has been talking, and everybody are talking that internet is going to die. Internet, they're not able to predict for next 5 years, and they are.
I mean, we just got started. We just got started. How much? When did Google start?
1998 something.
How many years?
It's almost 15.
So it is like
years.
telling that the TV will die.
I am telling you, the TV will die.
Who said? How long you been in this?
Nothing.
How many years it started?
It will just
Radio
start.
died. Radio died. How many years? Radio died.
Radio died, reinvented radio.
Is it radio died? You think radio
In
died?
between, it did go into a burial, this one, and it came up before FM. Nobody
Yeah,
was there.
see, on top of that they will build layers. Internet, on top of that they are building layers. Like mobile, we never thought it is going to change, and it is changing. So on top of that you will get a lot of things. Internet, no way.
See, what I am saying is the technology, what used to happen in 10 years, now with all the technology is happening in 1 year. Now, nobody thought mobile will have such a drastic change within 3 years. In 2002, 2010 is what I bought this mobile. At that time, paying something for 25,000 was a huge thing. Nobody used to pay that much money. And I am the only guy who used to have that. And 3 years down the line, I find this is a useless thing, and everybody is going and got much more expensive and
Yeah,
much
so you
more.
see, it is all still
And-
a phone.
Uh-huh.
It's still a phone, but it is advanced thing. So on that layer, you're going to build and build and build and build.
That's
So
right.
that is the base, though.
But what happened was TV was like, I still remember when we bought our first black and white TV and to a colored television, there was a huge gap. There was around 7 years time which took for slowly,
Yeah. So initially, internet when it started, it was 65. And
now-
from when Google came, only then it became the same.
people,
Right? Yes.
people act like
Correct.
that.
So it is still, that's the state. Now today, we cannot say that TV. I mean, I won't still watch TV. I mean, how much I've invested? Maybe lakh or 80,000 or 90,000 to buy a TV because I want that experience, right? See, I might use the internet. I might get a smart TV and use the internet there, but it is not going to go because that experience. I mean, 100 years maybe. We are thinking
But
about
even Google says that internet is going to die.
where.
You can watch, even Steve Jobs spoke about it, that internet is not going to
See,
stay
it is
for
not. I think
long
you
term.
took it in a different meaning that when I say internet. And first of
Maybe
all, I need to understand.
It evolves. It will move.
Of course,
it will
that is what I'm
evolve.
telling, right?
And see, as it is now, when I'm using this one, those ads which are there on this one, in this I get only 2 ads.
Correct.
Whereas on the desktop I get 8 ads.
Yeah.
6 plus 2, 8 ads.
And still, Google and Facebook revenue from mobile is huge. Do you notice that?
On Facebook though I don't get an ad, only the timeline is what I get it, and I don't get all other ads at all. So what is happening is their revenues are shrinking.
See, no, in mobile, in fact, they're getting more revenue recently. Yesterday, Google's quarter came in. They got revenue from mobile.
But the revenue is shrinking. The overall revenue what they got, I did see. I was after joining here. I did see watch Google's this one, and there the last.
So the last
quarter
one, how
was-
much was it? 60?
It shrunk. They projected it. This
Yesterday, day before, just do a search. Yesterday, they came up with this thing. No way. I mean, see, we are looking at.
one. They did. I was told. I read some article which said they did bad, and so they have reduced the price of the this one. What do you call AdWords? I'm talking about the US. They have come down. I know the price has come
See,
down.
it is not.
I'm not telling you right.
We are looking at billions of this thing.
It
So,
doesn't affect me or
Yeah.
we are. I agree. No, India. Okay, maybe US will affect first, and probably 3 years down the line we might get affected. What do you think might be?
see, now, for
The
sure,
entire way of working
it
is
is evolving and it will come and build layers. But this is the base. Internet is the base. I mean, even without Wi-Fi and internet, there's nothing you can do. Be it phone, be it tablet, and be it this thing. That is why Indian government is taking so much of this thing. Digital India initiative. What is all those things initiatives? It's the base. So imagine they are spending so much of crores and crores of rupees.
So you are, in other words, what you are telling me is, don't worry, for another 10 years it will stay.
I would say, for
Don't worry.
another 25 years.
So I can pile my career in this.
Yes. Of course. Yes. Because it will build up. When Microsoft came in, when the computers was there, Microsoft came in. And then the internet came in, then Google came in, and then we evolved the internet. And we never thought that social media will pick up. Facebook came in and, it completely changed. So there would be other things that will come. For example, mobile.
The life, internet will stay on. That is
That's
what
a
you are-
base. Yes.
That is what you are trying to do.
Correct.
Internet will stay.
Yeah, so maybe Google will go, I'm just saying, it will not, but even if that scenario, because see, there are a lot of people, smart people in Google who are working, it's not, it's a huge company, right?
Can't say. I just saw there is one. I don't remember the exact terminology. It's an off man and off machine. I don't remember the terminology. That's a future. That's what is.
Cyborg.
Huh?
Cyborg.
Yeah, correct.
See, that is already here, right? We are talking about Internet of Things and all these things are almost similar,
So
right?
you don't even want Google. You don't require.
No,
Google.
but what is the base?
Internet might be there, but whatever I'm doing is all. I'm focusing on Google's search engine.
Yeah. See now.
And,
Okay. Now,
I spend
what
a
is
lot
the
of
base of Google self-driving car.
Maps and
What is it?
yeah, but
Internet, without internet, it cannot, right?
it cannot. But my focus is on totally different thing. I don't know whether how long it will survive or this one. My focus.
See, we just got started. It will take, I mean, 100 years to get back to that particular. Because even to every day there is a lot of things that is coming, right? Every day, every minute. Right? It is not. I
Is
mean,
it worth spending that much time and money to focus?
so where else would you invest, or where else would you focus? You're thinking about the future, and you're thinking, I'm thinking about the future, so I'm not going to concentrate on what is right now with me.
I'm not really. I shouldn't be concentrating on that. I should also know what is going to happen. And
So first try to understand where you live in today, where you are living in this space, and see what are the things. I mean, if we look at the predictions and if we look at all those
Is
things,
it
we
worth-
cannot survive in day-to-day
no,
life.
it is like is it worth investing that much money, or just to sake of doing it? Okay, let's survive and.
No, see, it is like this. Imagine when they invented the phone and companies wanted the telephone. Why they wanted? Because it helps facilitate, it simplifies travel and all these things. So imagine that time they thought that cell phone is going to come, so I'm not even going to use telephone line. That's what your scenario is. You're predicting, but you're going to lose out all the business, you're going to spend a lot of money without adapting to that telephone. Why? Because you predicted that cell phone is going to come.
Okay.
Right? And you're not using that at that moment. So what will happen? All the customer, your competitor will be using, he will get all the thing, your customers will come and say, I have a phone, I should have called you, you should have called me before you come. I'm not in the meeting, I'm not here. What you are losing, you are losing business.
True. Agree. What is the amount? I'm still not very this one on the SEO part. Okay.
See, definitely SEO has changed. See, in my 13 years of experience, it has changed. If you notice, I would rather focus on content than SEO.
You focus on content and then SEO.
Yeah, see, now I would not even focus. When I do the right thing, when I find value for the users, I'm not even relying on Google.
You shouldn't be relying on Google.
Yes, so
But
when you're not relying, you bring value to people who are watching, people who are target audience. You give them, they'll come to you. They don't need Google.
I don't want to rely on Google because
Yeah,
Google
so-
is not answerable
But
to me. Also.
yes, so in order to build that one, you will have to do all these things. So don't focus on SEO. Don't focus. You do this, but without this, for example, without coming up with the content which finds useful for me, you're not going to get. If you give me value in terms of content, it could be a website. You don't even have a website. Ask me to come to your office and I'll come and sit down and person to person explain. Right? So why even website? Well, come, I'll direct. Right? And if you provide me that, yes, I would take that initiative and come there. Taking care of all the allocating time and everything. If I find it, so that much value you need to give me.
Sure.
So where I don't take the class here, I find it. See, a simple example. I went to the CEO public conference.
Yeah, you go to.
How much? You know how much? $4,000. How much is that?
$4,000 for 6 or 24.
2.5 lakhs.
Yeah.
2.5 lakhs. Travel expenses?
Time, travel.
How much? Another 4 lakhs?
Where
US.
Which
7 lakhs. Florida.
Florida?
7 lakhs. Are they marketing me SEO or other things? They're providing value, and I spend 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So I take this thing and go there.
Yeah, true.
Right? For them, they don't need to do SEO. For them, they provide value. I know that, if I go there, I'm able to say, did I get value out of it? Definitely. I'm coming and teaching. Today we are talking about storytelling and we do some exercise. I was able to get that. Did they do SEO?
Low battery.
That's fine. Alright, so any other questions,
No,
Kevin?
not there was no questions.
Alright, good. I think, give me that. Thank you. All right, I think nobody is watching, but yeah. Thank you guys. We will see. We are planning to have every day, like we set a calendar. We will have Mondays on SEO, Tuesdays, and all these things for Periscope users too. Thank you. This is Suresh from Web Marketing Academy. And yes.
Money and then, right?
Update here. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you.